If you're not into football, like me, you might feel a little left out of the super festivities this time of year. While most of the country is gearing up for the big game, another kind of world-class competition that rewards speed, strength, and agility is set to take place here in New York. But this isn't for your average bipedal All-American. These athletes compete on all fours.
They don't know if they qualified. They don't know how well they did. They don't care. They just get to spend time with me and run around and do things that they love to do.
Oh, that's
and
so
they
awesome.
love. They like the cheers. They like the attention.
The Westminster Dog Show has a long and storied history in New York. In 1877, as America and the city were still recovering from the after effects of the Civil War, Westminster's founding members created a dog show as a way to lift spirits and bring people together around their love for their furry companions. Now, Westminster Kennel Club President Chat Reinders says agility is taking off in popularity.
Agility is something that's become extremely popular. It's a wonderful sport. It's a little more accessible to some people because there's a clock, and the dogs have to beat a time. And there are different weight classes, and so different dogs have different standards they have to hit in terms of their time. We've always felt that we want to show off as much as we can about dogs. So agility is just another part of that.
It's not based on how high you jump the levels. The height of the jumps is based on the size of the dog.
You cannot force a dog to do any of these obstacles. There's no, that you can't drag them over an atrium, you can't drag them through a tire. Their willingness to do it, their eagerness to do it. They know we pull into the parking lot, they start going nuts.
He's just excited. He loves agility, so he sees the equipment, and so he's excited, and he wants me to put him on the floor.
I was going to say, I feel like I'm keeping you from your true passion.
All of these doggy athletes have backstories as compelling as their abilities, like Rika, who joined Heather's pack of corgis as just a pup. Heather says she knew right away that he'd be perfect for agility.
She's just been the easiest dog to train, to live with. She just kind of just fit right in.
Oh, wow.
She's an awesome little dog.
But the road to Westminster hasn't been an easy one. In 2016, Heather suffered a double blow when her mom, her biggest supporter, passed away unexpectedly. And then right before the Westminster agility trial, Rika suffered a potentially career-ending back injury.
She had a blown disc in 2016. We thought she was done. She couldn't walk normally, and I was devastated.
But that's when she says the agility community stepped up.
They did a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And they paid for her MRI, they paid for her treatments. I had people come up I didn't even know, say, I heard about Rika's story. We know how much this dog means to you, and we know how special this little dog is, and we want to help.
And by 2018, Rika became the first dog of her breed to make the Westminster Agility Finals. But she's not the only competitor making a name for herself and her breed. This hairless, fabulous 10-pound ball of energy is Pepe. He's the only Chinese crested competing in agility at Westminster. His mom, Christina Potter, says that's probably because the breed is so often misjudged.
Cresteds get very worried. They just want to please you. And they want to be near you. And for agility, sometimes the dog has to work away from you. So that makes it a little more difficult.
And skills and obedience and agility aren't the only places where Chinese cresteds get misjudged. They're often the breed known for holding the most unfortunate title, World's Ugliest Dog, an unfair misnomer, according to Christina.
It's important to note that most of the ones that win, actually I think all of the ones that win, are mixes. They're not pure Chinese cresteds.
Okay.
I think the last one was a crested Chihuahua mix. And then the dog also was very old, so it lost its teeth, and it had cataracts.
Pepe, however, is a spry 6-year-old, and he's also had his fair share of setbacks.
He's had 2 major surgeries. The first one, he was under 6 months old. He was about 5.5 months. And it was a femoral head ostectomy where they have to cut off the head of the femur. So that bone is missing and the body forms a pseudo joint there. And he had to learn how to walk again with his hind legs. He had 6 weeks of rehabilitation.
In addition to being a resilient athlete, Pepe is also the subject of his own children's book, Pepe Learns to Run Again. And his mom, Christina, says this tiny powerhouse is also quite the fashionista.
He has sweaters, he has pajamas, he has jackets. the onesies, and sometimes he goes out, he looks like a little sumo wrestler because he's wearing so many layers. And if it's really, really cold, we have to put boots on him too.
Oh my goodness.
And sometimes he just refuses to go out.
Something else that sets agility apart is eligibility. This isn't just a purebreds competition. Mixed breeds, or all-American dogs, are also well represented, like Dobby, an all-American immigrant. Dobby met his forever mom, Stephanie Kappas, when she adopted him in Australia in 2011. He was abandoned in a cage outside a pound as a puppy, and Stephanie, who was looking for an overseas companion, says she fell in love instantly.
I saw him online, and he reminded me a lot of my dog that I had left with my parents here in the States when I moved.
Oh.
And I fell in love with him right away.
When the pair moved back to the States in 2014, Stephanie says she knew very little about her furry companion, other than how much he adored her.
I had always wanted to do agility, and I'd never had a dog that listened to me well enough to do it. So when they asked in obedience classes if there was anybody who wanted to start a beginner's agility class, I was like, oh, me. And it was all downhill from there. We've never stopped, never looked back.
But like most of the dog moms and dads cheering on their companion competitors to their personal best, agility isn't just a job, it's a hobby. And like Stephanie, all the dog moms that we met have full-time jobs too.
It's absolutely a hobby, but it is my main and only hobby is my dogs. My life revolves around the dogs completely. And we train almost every day. We compete at least 2 weekends a month. So it's very consuming.
And in agility, a swift and nimble dog takes the top prize. If you want to see Rika, Pepe, and Dobby in action, the Westminster Agility Championship will air February 9th and 10th. Check out metrofocus.org for more details.